Imagine a player drives hard to the basket, loses their balance, and tumbles to the floor with the ball firmly in their hands. When a player falls to the floor while holding the basketball, it is not automatically called a traveling violation by itself. The critical factor is what the player does with the ball and their body before and after hitting the ground, particularly if they gain an unfair advantage. The core principle behind traveling in basketball is preventing a player from moving their pivot foot illegally or taking too many steps without dribbling. When a player falls, referees focus on whether the player slides or rolls while in possession of the ball, or if they stand up with the ball again without dribbling. If the player slides or rolls to gain an advantage in position, like getting closer to the basket or moving away from a defender, then a travel can be called. However, simply falling to the ground while maintaining control of the ball, without any subsequent illegal movement, is generally not a violation. To understand this on the court, observe the player's feet and the ball. If they fall and their pivot foot drags or lifts and replants, that is a travel. If they land and then slide or roll on the floor, using that momentum to change their position, that also constitutes a travel. The legal action after falling is to either call a timeout, pass the ball immediately, or begin a dribble while still on the floor without changing position. You cannot stand up with the ball once you have established a pivot foot on the ground. This rule highlights the nuance of the traveling call, which is one of the most frequently debated rules in basketball. Often, a player might appear to travel, but upon closer inspection, they simply fell and then released the ball, making it a legal play. Referees are specifically looking for a player to pick up the ball after falling, then attempt to stand or make a new movement without dribbling, or to slide significantly for advantage. Ultimately, the intention of the rule is to ensure fair play, preventing players from advancing the ball unfairly without dribbling. So, the next time you see a player hit the deck with the ball, watch closely for what happens next because that determines if a travel is called, not just the act of falling.